Sorting fact, disinformation after Russian attack on Ukraine. Associated Press journalists are documenting military activity across Ukraine, where disinformation is spiking during a Russian ground and air offensive. Kyiv, Ukraine. Associated Press journalists are documenting military activity across Ukraine, where disinformation is spiking during a Russian ground and air offensive. With social media amplifying a torrent of military claims and counter-claims, determining exactly what is happening can be difficult. Here's a look at some of what can be confirmed. Activity with direct witnesses. Russian military vehicles crossing from Belarus into Ukraine at the Senkovka crossing point in the Chernihiv region. Russian military vehicles crossing a bridge near Tavrisk in Novaya Kakhovka in the southern Kherson region, and Russian military helicopters flying over the area. Security camera footage showing Russian military vehicles crossing from Crimea into government-held territory at Armyansk checkpoint. Russian Ka-52 helicopter gunship in field near Kyiv after purportedly being forced to land. Russia-backed separatists on armored vehicles crossing a river in footage from the eastern Luhansk region, saying they seized territory from Ukrainian. Explosions around Kyiv, and their aftermath. Helicopters flying over Kyiv, believed to be Russian. Fire near the headquarters of the Ukrainian intelligence agency. Explosions in Dnipro in eastern Ukraine. Explosions near an airfield and bomb depot in Myrhorod in eastern Ukraine, including sounds of shelling. A residential neighborhood shelled in Mariupol, a strategic city on the Azov Sea near Russia's border. The mayor said 3 people were killed. An anti-aircraft base was also struck, and the mayor said the airport runway nearby was damaged. Fighting in Hostomel, a town 7 kilometers, 4 miles, from Kyiv, and home to the Antonov aircraft maker and an airport with a runway long enough to receive all types of aircraft, including the biggest cargo planes. At least 1 home destroyed, according to footage obtained by AP. An exploded shell inside an apartment building in the eastern city of Kharkiv. A resident described the blast and said a neighbor was injured in the leg and taken away by an ambulance. Just outside the separatist-held areas, in Bakhmut, military officers stationed on the road and crowds lining up at gas stations and banks to prepare to. In Syerodonetsk, families hiding in a bomb shelter after reports of 2 explosions. Announced by Ukrainian and Russian authorities. Russian forces seized the Chernobyl nuclear plant, site of the world's worst nuclear accident, Ukrainian presidential advisor. A military plane crashed in the Obukiv region, about 40 kilometers 25 miles, south of downtown Kyiv. There were 14 people aboard, no determination of casualties. Ukrainian Emergencies Ministry. The air bombing of an electrical plant in Trypillia, about 40 km, 25 miles, south of Kyiv, in roughly the same area where the Ukrainian military plane was reported to have crashed earlier, Ukrainian President's office. Russian military says it destroyed 83 Ukrainian military facilities and confirmed that its forces have moved into Ukraine from Crimea. Russia's defense. Follow app's coverage of the Ukraine crisis at https://apnews.com/hub/Russia-Ukraine.